Hello, everyone. It's Linda from LindaZ in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and I told you that I would show you a special binding technique with the walking foot. So I'm going to do that. Before I do it, I want you to look at this banner. I know it's black, and it's really hard to see when we have something that's all black. But if you, at the same time, you can see my little snowman on the back there, which is really fun. Oop, I found a thread I get to cut. But the binding is a 2-inch binding, and I've turned it over, and what I have done is I've used this special stitch, which I'm actually on the Bernina 770, which is a cave machine, and it's so much fun. I really want to show you what I've done because these machines are all on sale, and here's our little Bernina book, so I hope you're going to take advantage of them. I'll put some of that on the website so you can see, but I want you to really, really look at this, this wonderful little binding technique. Now, this is the walking foot, and if you watched my video on Thanksgiving, I showed you exactly how to put the walking foot on. So if you're not sure how to do that, watch that video again. It's just a 20-minute, 10, 15-minute, and then you can go ahead and see how to put the different plates on the walking foot. The one I had used in Thanksgiving is this one, which is the quilting foot. It's a quilting sleeve, and it's got more openings here to look at a little bit easier. But the one I put on here is the edge stitch foot, and I'm doing something a little bit different that you probably don't see. I've tried this, and it really works well because I did it on that banner over there that works so well. I love that banner. I've made quite a few of them. It's actually one of the easiest and fastest for OESD because it's not as heavily dense as some of the others. I have some another one I do is the snowman. You can tell from the back of my blouse here, I love the snowman ones. But here's what I've done. You probably have heard me. I use this knee lift lever. Do you see how that foot is going up and down by itself? I'm not touching it at all. See, both my hands are here. It's my knee that's raising and lowering. This knee lift lever, they were one of the first companies to ever make a knee lift lever, and they've just got it down pat. So what I have done is when I start, you probably heard me say this before, I put the needle down in the lowest position. And the reason I do that so I can go right in there up against the needle, and I don't have to worry about the fabric, nesting as you're first starting. I want you to see what I've done here. See this little edge right here? See that little edge? That's a metal piece that is going to help guide you. It's an edge guide. I am not going over the edge because this is quite a, I could have put a straight stitch needle on here, a straight stitch plate, but I have the regular zigzag plate, and you could try this with your other machines too, and you can see what's going to happen here now. You see how it's going right over the edge. And because this binding was a 2-inch binding, I have a piece of it somewhere, but it's a 2-inch strip. And I sewed it on first, as you can see here. And then I'm flipping it over. I do put a few clips on this because this is quite a thick batting. Actually, this is a soft and stable, so I would be putting this on a purse or, maybe the edge of a table mat. And because of that, I don't want that fabric to ride up to the edge of it. I want the edge to be on top of the binding. So, Nick, I think they've got that real close. You can see it right here. You see where this little metal piece is? It's going right over the edge. So now I can change my speed so I can go fast or slow. When you get real used to this, you'll be able to do it on a regular straight stitch like I'm doing, but I want to do something a little different now. So now I've done a straight stitch, but I'm going to finish up by doing what I like. The straight stitch would be the normal thing that you would see, but I'm going to choose this design. Let's see which one. Let's do number 12. That's the one that I really find that works so well. And I've done a very bright thread on this so you can see a bright orange. So you can see it real well. So once I get down to the edge, but the key thing, if I can just stress it, is this edge is going on top of the binding, right to the edge of the binding. Because what's happening is that it's keeping that binding nice and firm. It's just a nicer look. If I start putting it on the edge, the binding will move over and the understitch, where I stitch the fabric to the binding, might show, where this is not showing at all. Take the last one off. Well, there's a little bit of messy threads under there, but okay, now we'll cut that. And now I'll show you what that looks like. Isn't that pretty? See how this this little zigzag, it just catches the fold just perfect where you'd want it. And then look at on the back, same thing. And that's exactly what's done on the wall hanging over there. I would suggest this technique for these tile embroidery quilts that you're doing. They're really, really fun to do. And you want to finish them off. You don't want to take away from the actual tile embroidery design itself. You want to just put a quick, simple, flat, easy binding. I hope this has helped. Don't forget, our wonderful Bernina sale is going on now. If I don't see you in the store, I will see you next week. So hope that you're coming and joining us. Happy holidays, everyone.